If you were to read a book about frugality, or about saving money, or about getting out of debt, or if you were given advice about these things, I'm sure more than likely you would be told to DIY almost everything. I'm sure you would probably be told not to outsource hardly anything. And sometimes that's good. Each situation is different. It's a case by case basis. There are advantages to both. Some advantages to outsourcing are: number one, it can save up time for you to be doing something more valuable. One time I read a book about a lady who became a self made millionaire, and in the process of doing so, she hired a housekeeper. So instead of cleaning her house, she was using that time to make her business grow. And I'm sure most all financial experts would have told her not to hire a housekeeper because she couldn't afford one. But that was what was best for her. Now, I'm not telling you to use your husband's money and hire a housekeeper, or to use your child's inheritance and hire a housekeeper. I'm just saying that's what was best for her. Number two, sometimes experts can do it better than we can. Not always. Sometimes we can do it just as good as they can, or maybe even better. I read about a lady who was trying to save money on toothpaste. So she DIY'd her toothpaste and ended up with dental problems because of it. Now, some of you might make your own toothpaste. I'm not telling you not to do that. Some of you might know how to do it properly, and that's great. I'm just saying that in her situation, she found out that the experts could do it better than she could. Another example is I very rarely drink fancy coffees, but the few times I do, I get them from a coffee shop. I don't try to make them myself because the coffee shops can do it so much better than I can. Number three, if you DIY certain things, you might have to buy equipment and supplies, and then you got to find a place to store them. For example, if I had my own lawn, I would definitely hire lawn people to mow my lawn. There is no way I would buy a lawnmower and gas cans or whatever else you got to buy. Same way, if you make your own clothes, you have to buy a sewing machine and all the other supplies. Now, I'm not saying not to do that if that's what you like to do. Number four, sometimes when you do things yourself, you could end up with too much product. I've got two good examples. Back in the day, I made my own clothes. It was so much cheaper to make your own clothes. Now, good thing I didn't go wild with it. Good thing I had other hobbies and other things on my mind, because I could have very well ended up with too many clothes. And another example is baked goods. I'm much better off outsourcing my baked goods than making them myself, because when I'm making them myself, it's so much cheaper and I end up with a lot more product. So I have all this freedom to eat all these baked goods, which is not healthy. And now I know I should put them in containers and put them in the refrigerator, but when I outsource my baked goods, I spend a lot more money. It's a lot more expensive, and I get a lot less product, and I end up eating a lot less. So for me, yes, it's definitely better for me to outsource my baked goods. I probably outsource a lot more than I DIY. I outsource my bread. I do not make my own bread. I hear that it's so much cheaper and tastes so much better, but I don't want to spend time doing that. I outsource my vegan mayo. It's so much cheaper if you make it yourself, and I have tried making it myself, but mine doesn't turn out as good. The experts can do it better. And I do clean my own house. I do DIY that. There's no reason why I need to hire a housekeeper because I have time to clean my own house. And I have noticed that companies outsource a lot. They outsource their janitorial services, their advertising, their accounting, their hiring. They hire employment agencies. They might even outsource their tech support. And back in the day when I first started working, I noticed that companies did most of their own work. But nowadays I've noticed that they outsource just about everything except whatever it is that the company does. And I can understand that because that way they can concentrate on whatever the company's product is. And they can be good and efficient at that and let the other things, such as the janitorial services, the advertising, the payroll, the hiring, the other things like that, just leave that up to the experts that's good in that particular field. So I have a question for you. What are some things that you outsource? And what are some things that you DIY?